They say you learn more about a road at night. The miles shrink to a thin ribbon. The rest, what follows you, grows. Rain fell steadily on the windshield of Emma's rental car, the wipers beating a tired rhythm against the highway hum. She was in her early 30s, exhausted, maps and phone scattered across the passenger seat, headlights slicing through the dark. GPS says left in 2 miles, she muttered to herself. The radio tuner faded in, an AM talk station, distant and full of static. If you're just tuning in, the host said, the night winds carry old things. Don't ignore the pull. Emma smirked, tired. Great. Superstitious radio for the blessedly awake. She missed her turn. The highway narrowed into a 2-lane road lined with trees. A sign appeared. Hollow Creek, 12 miles. Wrong turns are honest. They admit error. The road she'd chosen didn't at first look like a trap. It was a patient thing. Tires crunched over gravel. The wind began to rise. A rusted neon sign hummed in the distance. Burling Diner, open. Emma pulled into the empty lot. Inside, a lone waitress in her 60s wiped down a counter that was already clean. You're a long way from anywhere, the waitress said. Looking for a place to sleep, Emma said. My hotel canceled. Anything? The waitress shrugged. Room's closed, but pie's good. Coffee's hot. The waitress had a smile like the underside of a clock. Mechanical, patient. She spoke like someone explaining a rule, not offering a warning. Emma sat at a booth. A clock ticked loudly somewhere behind the counter. On the television above it, a local news anchor's face flickered. Missing. Route 9 stranded driver cases rising. Have you seen this? Emma asked. People stranded on Route 9. Hollow Creek branches off at the old mill, the waitress said softly. Not many who come back say they went the same way. She hadn't warned Emma. She had informed her. The door chimed. A man in his 30s walked in, soaked through, and sat 2 booths over. He stared at Emma, the way someone stares at a photograph they recognize. She's not supposed to be here, he whispered to himself. Everything okay? Emma asked, alarmed. He looked up. His eyes were hollow, with an exhausted kind of terror. You left your window open, he said, in your car, back by the highway. Emma checked her phone, confused. No messages. Warnings arrive as if they're late. They sound like other people's memories. In the distance, a train sounded a long, mournful horn. Emma stepped into the diner's bathroom to wash her hands. 3 mirrors lined the wall, reflecting her from every angle. She noticed a smear of dirt on her wrist, and beneath it, faintly stamped into her skin, a date, 10/31. That's not what, she said to herself. Dates are anchors. They remind us which shore we started from. She had no reason to know that date. Not tonight. She rubbed at her wrist. The skin came away clean. She left the bathroom. Back in the main room, the man was standing to leave. He paused by her table. Don't drive out there, he said, urgent now. If you took the wrong turn, you're already too far. Wait until daylight. Roads change at night. They rearrange. Roads don't rearrange, Emma said, forcing a laugh. He smiled sadly, like someone telling a secret to a child. They do, and they ask a question when they do. He didn't finish the thought. Questions are polite until you hear them aloud. The clock ticked louder. I should rest, Emma told herself. Call a tow in the morning. She stood and paid. The waitress handed her a coffee to go. Take your cup, she said. Keep moving at first light. Don't trust the mile markers. Mile markers? Emma asked, confused. The waitress pointed to a framed photograph on the wall, a stretch of road lined with faded mile markers. Every single one read the same number over and over. 12, 12, 12. A marker is supposed to put distance between you and something. Repetition turns distance into a loop. Outside in the parking lot, the air felt colder, the silence thick. Emma climbed into her car and started the engine. As it turned over, a quiet voice slipped through the radio. Not the host from before, but a soft, intimate woman's voice, slightly out of sync with the static. Emma. She froze, scanning the interior of the car. Who's? The radio clicked off. Her phone buzzed, an unknown number, and on the screen, a photo of herself sitting in the driver's seat, taken from behind. Time-stamped, 2:14 a.m. It's late enough that phones lie awake like animals. Someone else was awake enough to get her number. This is a joke, Emma said, breathing hard. She drove away slowly. The road became a tunnel of trees. Mile markers ticked past. 12, then 13, then 14, then 12 again. Numbers are supposed to make sense. In the rearview mirror, her own reflection lagged fractionally behind her movements. I'm tired, she told herself. I'm driving too much. Her phone buzzed with a text. Don't trust tonight. Don't turn back. Who is this? She said, scared now. She turned onto the narrow side lane marked Hollow Creek. As she turned, a sign she hadn't noticed before dropped into view. No turning back. Some signs are direct because they remember. Fog thickened around the car, her headlamps only penetrating a few yards. On the side of the road, a child's drawing was staked into the ground. A small house, a crooked tree, and beneath it, the date, 10:31. Emma slowed. The car died with a shudder. The engine cut. Static rose from the radio. The woman's voice returned, clearer now. You shouldn't have come this way. Show yourself, Emma shouted. I am the road that keeps repeating your name, the voice answered, without shape or source. I've been waiting to make sure you remember. The interior light flickered. In the reflection of the window, alternate images of Emma flashed. Older, younger, Emma with a child. None of them matching the present. No, Emma said shakily. This isn't real. Real is what you can lose, the voice said. Branches scraped against the car. A figure appeared at the edge of the headlights, for just a frame. And when Emma leaned to look, it was gone. Once you know something can appear, the world fills with possible appearances. She climbed out of the car, her breath visible in the cold. She walked to where the figure had stood. Nothing there but the child's drawing in the dirt. She knelt beside it. Who are you? She asked softly. Someone who remembers all the wrong turns as useful, the voice said. Someone who collects returns. Returns, as in repeated arrivals, as if people were currency. Emma pulled out her phone. No service. The sky seemed too thick, like someone had pulled a curtain over it. The wind rose into a whisper that resembled words, but dissolved the moment she tried to listen. Come back, come back. Leave me alone, she cried into the wind. The road ahead seemed longer than it should have been. Her car looked like a small island in the dark. Then the man from the diner stepped out of the trees, his face pale and damp. You have to answer the question, he said. What question? The road asks, are you the same as the last person who came this way? It wants a name, a memory. If you answer wrong, it keeps you until you learn it. He made it sound like a simple test. The simplest tests are often the deadliest. This is insane, Emma said, angry now. What do you mean, learn? It takes whatever you bring, the man said. If you come with fear, it takes fear. With guilt, it takes guilt. But it wants something else, a detail only you would know. It likes stories that fit, the woman's voice added, softer now. It loops what fits easiest. Static broke across the radio, and a child's laugh rang out from all around them. Emma staggered. My daughter, she said. No, I lost her. That was years ago. Guilt has no calendar. It folds time into itself until a single name occupies every day. Memories surge through her. A day on Halloween, a small hand slipping from hers, a scream. Her breath caught in her throat. Maya, she whispered. The trees rustled like 1,000 pages turning at once. Maya, the woman's voice repeated. That will do sometimes. You didn't come with your whole truth, the man said, urgent again. The road wants how it happened. Emma's knees buckled. So many versions pressed in at once, leaving a playground too quietly, checking her phone, the twist of the world at the edge of a curb. She chased a balloon, Emma said, bargaining now. I turned. I thought she ran after it. I looked away. The road seemed to hum with recognition. The mile markers outside the trees pulsed, 12, 12, 12, before rearranging themselves into a single glowing question. Who watched? A road shouldn't be able to read a question into the world, but some nights, questions are written in light. Emma screamed. The ground tilted beneath her. The man grabbed her arm. Answer with truth, he said, or the road will answer for you. I was watching my phone, Emma sobbed. The balloon, she ran. I called out, but I was late. I left to get help. When I came back, she was gone. Silence fell. The wind stopped as if cued. Truth is heavy, the woman's voice said. It sinks. Honesty sometimes opens doors, sometimes it digs pits. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the world folded inward. The trees bent like hands. The radio woman's voice became a choir, the voices of everyone who had ever been stuck on this road. She remembers. They said together. She remembers. She remembers. Maya. Oh God, Maya, I'm sorry, Emma sobbed. Small footsteps approached, tiny and precise. A small, cold hand touched Emma's cheek. Cold, but real. She looked up to see a silhouette, backlit, features blurred except for a pair of eyes that looked far too old for a 6-year-old's face. Memory can be a kindness or a trap. Sometimes it gives you what you want, at a price. You left, the girl said, her voice like glass. I'm so sorry, Emma choked. I came back. I didn't mean. You said you'd watch. Her voice wasn't angry. It was businesslike, like a ledger being closed. Payment arrives not as coin, the woman's voice said, but as hours given back. I'll do anything, Emma begged. I'll remember every game, every code word. Tell me what to say. The girl's silhouette sharpened into a mirror. Emma's own face, small and scarred. Say my name, the voice said, both child and woman at once, with where I was, then what you were doing when you weren't looking. Memory as ritual, ritual as key. Emma breathed and gathered the painful details like stones. Maya, at the park, by the big oak, near the red slide. I was on my phone checking a message, waiting on a pickup. I didn't hear her cry. The trees seemed to inhale. A breeze carried the smell of cinnamon and playground mulch. Outside, the mile markers aligned into letters, M-A-Y-A, as if floating in the air. That will do for now, the woman's voice said. But roads are hungry for endings. It will let you go if it can keep what it needs, the man said. Sometimes it keeps names. Sometimes it keeps hours. Emma staggered back to her car, shaking. In the rearview mirror, her reflection blurred into a little girl's face before she slammed the door shut. The engine turned over on its own. Instead of the woman's voice, the radio played a tape recording. Her own voice, older, giving instructions she hadn't given yet. Remember, the tape said, when you pass the 3rd mile marker, throw the coin, and don't look in the mirror. The past sends instructions forward through the thin skin of the world. People trapped there teach the living how to leave. She drove. The mile markers ticked past, 12, 13, 14, then 12 again. As she passed the 3rd marker reading 12, A small, corroded coin sat on the hood of the car, placed there by no hand at all. Remembering the tape's instruction, she threw it into the trees without looking back. Metal struck metal somewhere in the dark, a distant clink, then faintly, a child's laugh, cleansed into something like relief. "Please let me go," Emma said softly. "Sometimes exits are rituals of forgetting. What you give can be what you keep." The road straightened ahead. Headlights caught a familiar highway sign, Route 9, 8 miles. The sky began to thin, the fog peeling back like a curtain. The radio returned to its normal AM broadcast. "And that's your weather for the morning." Emma exhaled. Her phone's signal bars returned. A message thread appeared. "You okay?" From an unknown number. No photo this time. She pulled into the next rest area. The man was waiting under a sodium light. "You answered," he said. "Did I leave her?" Emma asked, her eyes hollow. He shrugged. "Roads don't tell you what they keep. They only ask for proof. Proof is a kind of currency. The better the proof, the more likely you walk away with your name." "If I go home," Emma asked, "what then?" "Some things still wait," the man said. "The road only handles its portion of debt." She started the car and drove on. Before leaving, she glanced back at the trees. The child's drawing was gone. The nearest mile marker read something different now, numbers that no longer repeated. She reached for the radio dial and heard, faintly, the woman's voice one last time. "Remember to remember," it said, fading like a tide. "Some roads like visitors, others keep residents." "I will remember," Emma said to herself. She thought remember meant to hold. Sometimes remember means to carry, and some roads measure weight in years. Dawn broke over the highway, pale blue light washing through the trees. Emma drove toward the open road, the diner's neon sign fading behind her. In her rearview mirror, a small imprint on the glass, like a child's handprint, slowly faded until it was gone. Birdsong rose. The hum of the highway returned to its normal pitch. People leave roads, but roads keep pieces. They keep names, minutes, and the textures of apologies. If you ever take a wrong turn at night, listen. Some things will offer you a way back. Others will ask the price for it. And if the road ever whispers your name, remember to remember. Sleep carefully tonight. And if you dare to return for another nightmare, subscribe to Whisper Dark. Until next time, keep the lights on.